Hello and welcome friend. In this tutorial we will try to look at providing command line arguments to bash shell script, and we will also look at how to write a function in shell script. Now there are certain nomenclatures and things which I would like to tell you. First thing is there is a keyword called $hash. This $hash gives you the total number of arguments which is been passed. So by default, if you don't know how many arguments, like there are 3 arguments passed to your script or 4 arguments, you can use this $hash to gauge exactly how many arguments were passed. This is similar to argc, which you might have done in C programming. Many of you might have done in C programming like this: int main, and then you might have said int argc comma char star argv. So this argc is like $hash. So this is same as $hash has total number of arguments. And then $0 by default is the name of the script itself which gets passed. Then this is the same thing, $0, but there is a binary called base name, and what base name will do is it will remove the leading path and gives you just the name of the script. So I'm just running to make it more beautiful. I will show you. Then the first argument which you want to process would be in a variable called $1, then second would be in $2, third would be in $3. And then when you want to take the total number of arguments altogether, it would be $* and $@. So this is $* $@. There is a slight difference between $* and $@, which we will cover in this video, but in the next example. But for the time being, you can say that this is almost similar or they are same, but in fact there is a small difference. So let's run this program and see. So if I run this program, command line arguments.sh, and let's suppose I give the argument, first argument as arg1, then second is arg2, third is arg3, and I could give more, but if I'm not processing more, it will not do anything with those arguments. So now see how many total number of arguments I have given. The total number of argument is 4, and mind it, this total number of argument is just the number of arguments. It doesn't count the name of the script as a count for the total number of arguments. Even though $0 will give me this, but total number of argument is whatever I provided. So this is 1 2 3 4, so total 4. And then the script name is this, which is of course this is the way I'm running the script. Now if you see here, this is $0. So now if you see $0, it gives the path also. This is the way I'm running, so it's giving me the relative path also along with the script name $0. So when I pass the base name, I will get rid of this, and I have given the base name, so it gives me a clean file name like this, which is my script name. And then first argument is arg1, which is this. Okay, of course I think I wrote the wrong statement. It should be second argument, so let me modify this quickly. So first argument is this, then this is a second argument, and of course this is a third argument. Okay, so second argument is arg2, which we have given. Third argument is arg3. Fourth, it has not displayed because we are not displaying anything with respect to fourth argument. And if you see here, total number of arguments which we have given as $@, it gives arg1, arg2, arg3, which is the total number of arguments. And total number of arguments together, it again gives the same thing. So $@ and $* gives the same thing in this example, but there's a difference which we will look. So let me go through the program again so that you can correlate and you can understand. So $hash is total number of arguments, just the arguments 1 2 3 4 whatever. $0 will be the script name. Base name $0 will remove the leading path, and it will just give you the script name without any path name. The first argument which you want to process is $1, which you might be interested in most of the time in your script. Second is $2, $3, so on and so forth. If you want to take all the arguments all together, then that will be represented as either $@ or $*, even though there is a difference between them. So far so good. Let us run a second program. So this is my second program, and in the second program I wanted to show you the difference between $* and $@. So like I said, normally there's no difference, but if you put it inside the double quotes, then there's a difference between this. So I will say like this. So let me write a statement: $@ is equals to $#. I'm sorry, it's is equals to $, but $@ is not equals to $, like this. So they are not equal. Now we will see why. So what happens is, when you take a $* within a double quote, what it will do is it will take the entire argument and just make it as one argument. And what I meant by that is I will display with the help of this program. And when I take $@ and I provide multiple arguments like arg1, arg2, arg3, it will treat each of them as multiple items. So which means if I give 4 arguments, I will iterate 4 times. So first time I will say argument 1, then argument 2, then argument 3, then argument 4. Same argument, if I pass it here in this case, $*, it will take arg1, arg2, arg3 as just one argument, and I will just in one single shot it will give me all the arguments. So let's run this program and give the argument arg1, arg2, arg3. Now if you see here, the first program just gave me arg1, arg2, arg3. It has treated this entire thing as one single argument. Now if I want to do some processing with each individual arguments, I might not be able to do that because this is treated as one argument. So I might have to again split it based on the space. I might have to split this to generate individual arguments. But in case of $@, it will always give me individual arguments. So here I iterated 3 times. Here I iterated only once, and it just gave me all the arguments lumped together, separated by space. So that is the difference between arg1 and $* and $@. So I wanted to show you the program once again. It's a simple for loop. You iterate $* and $* is whatever arguments you provide. And mind it, this difference comes only when you enclose in double quotes. If you don't enclose in double quotes, they will be same. Now let's try to look at how we write function in shell script. The way to write a function in a shell script is a function name followed by bracket. In bracket, you don't need to pass any argument, so no parameters allowed here. So no parameters. You don't need to pass any parameters. And how we pass the parameters, we will look. And no return type. So you don't give any return type. So it's very simple. Just opening and closing brace, name of the function, and then bracket. So, and then whatever you want to do that. So when the shell script gets processed, it will process the function, but it will not do anything. It will just see the function is there, but it will not call. So to call the function, you have to call it explicitly. So the shell script starts processing line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, 5, 6. It doesn't do anything. At line 9, it sees the echo, and it will print this line echo. Now at line 10, it sees the function df_func, and it knows that this is a function, not a command, so it goes and calls this function. Now this way, when you call dev_sda, this is the parameter which we can pass to the function. If you don't pass this parameter, it doesn't matter, right? You can have a function without any argument. So this is an argument parameter you can pass to the function, and whatever argument you pass to the function, that is again received as $1. The first one is $1, the second one is $2, the third one is $3, so on. So the way shell script takes argument, the function also takes the argument as $1, $2, $3 in the same way. So now if I pass dev_sda1 here, it will receive STA. So if I pass this entire shell script as some argument as maybe PID number or something, that PID number will not go as $1 here. It might be reflected as $1 here, but here this $1 would be dev_sda. This is my argument. So let's run this. So this program will call a function pass the disk name, which is dev SDA, and that will be hold down into a variable disk drive, and then it will say df minus cache. Df is for disk free, and it will print in a human readable format, and it will show me what is my disk usage. So let's run this. So see, this program displays the free disk space, and it runs df minus cache, and it tells me how much my free disk space is available. Simple. So that's the way to write a function. Now I have one more program to demonstrate to you guys. Let's suppose I want to pass two arguments. So same thing, everything remains the same, slightly different, but remains the same. So this is a function. So the shell script comes, it tries to interpret everything. It will not do anything till line 12. Then it will print line 14, which is free disk space. Then it will see that, okay, this time I'm passing from command line also two arguments. Those two arguments goes in disk1, disk2, and those arguments in turn I am passing to a function. I could have passed any other variable also here. In this disk1 and disk2, instead of that, I could pass any functions, I mean to say any argument, not necessarily that the one I received from command line I need to pass. I could have passed some calculations which has been done as part of this script, or maybe some expressions, or maybe some integer variable I could pass to diff functions. Now it passed to a diff functions. The bottom line is this is the name of a function, and this is the two parameters. When it receives here, the first parameter I declare one variable, and I took the first argument as $1, which will go here. So this, when this is passed, it will be passed as $1. When this is passed, it will be passed as $2. And then I print one echo statement, and I say df minus cache my first disk dev SDA1 or SDA2 or SDA3, whatever STB, and then I do the same thing with second disk. So when I run this program, so if you see here, if I run my second program and I give two parameters that I have to find out the free space for dev SDA. SDA is one disk, and then dev SDB would be secondary. I don't have a secondary disk, but let's run. So when I gave with two parameters, it will try to find the disk with first disk, which is dev SDA, and it gave me some data. For second disk, it couldn't find the dev SDB device because I don't have that device. If someone is having that device, it will display the data. Or if someone has plugged in the USB device and they have only one hard disk and USB is detected as dev SDB, in that case it will tell you the data about the USB device. So let me show you the program again. I will give all this program for download. So this is very simple, and this is the way you write functions in shell. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you in next video. You have a nice time. Bye.